Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we are going to be playing the Fates, and this is a wild one. So we're going to buy Polywoggle to start here, and we get to face Sharebear, and we also get our turn 1 Poly Slay. So we get a ton of econ right off the bat here. This game was kind of a wild high roll. We started off with a Faded Pig on 2.1, getting to buy the second one. We get to keep our magic research as well, and we get 2 extra gold here. So we get to get our level 3 treasure on 2.2 here. And we're also going to be able to buy another character. So we're going to take Fancy Pants. We're going to try and take full advantage of that. I considered buying the Kitty Cut Purse just to get even more econ, but I figure I kind of want to get this for glory. So we're gonna get the Tiny here, which is the Fancy Pants buff. And fortunately for us, this Rumple has a pretty weak board. I mean, our Tiny doesn't last too long, but this golden pig stands tall with a ton of toughness left over, and we get a full 4 extra toughness here, and we get lucky out of our for glory, which is even more econ. So now we're just deciding what to Fancy Pants out of this shop. I think it's going to be Vampire. 7/7 Vampire on 3.0 is pretty good. It's pretty likely to slay basically anything that an opponent could have at this point, outside of say like a toughness supported egg or something. And then also we can potentially buy this Water Wraith, but we go for the roll instead, and we get Water Wraith anyways with a Black Cat. I normally wouldn't just take a Water Wraith on 3.0 without a Black Cat, so the fact that one showed up alongside this Water Wraith is very, very good for us. And yeah, we get max scaling onto our Water Wraith and our Pig Gold out of this. Plus we get a 1-cost Ogre Princess, which we are happy to Fancy Pants. Considered gaining the health, but I mean, we haven't taken any damage yet. There's no point spending a gold on a health. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's another pig, but I think we're just gonna roll past it, and then we get presented with another pig here. There's a Shadow Assassin to go with our Vampire and Ogre Princess, but also there's a Polywoggle. I think we can afford to take Polywoggle. We have so much econ that we can kind of just invest in random polys at this point. And if we see one early, then we can Fancy Pants it. We're also just going to cast Kidnap against Mad Catter, hopefully steal something with some extra stats. And yeah, I eventually decided to just buy another pig, as we're so strong that like on 3.1, this board should be able to get 2 pigs to survive. Although Mad Catter can potentially have a decent amount of stats. Unfortunately, we don't get our Ogre Princess Slay, but yeah, we are going to get our Pig Gold, and we get our Vampire Slay at least. There's another pig as well, and there's that Poly that I was talking about. We get to Fancy Pants this Poly. So yeah, if we can just get a golden one, if we can Fancy Pants a second time, we can get a nice large golden Poly. Yeah, we're just seeing all the pairs here. We're gonna pick up the Vampire as well as the Ogre Princess pair, I think. I don't think we're gonna go for the lucky pair here. We're actually gonna sell out of lucky because we do need to sell out of something, and I wanted to keep the. I mean, we've already got the pig pair. We might as well keep it around. And then we get a Jekyll's Concoction in this shop, which we are going to increase the size of our second Ogre Princess. And there's that golden Poly, so really fantastic out of that last roll. We don't get our first Ogre Princess Slay, but we do get the second. And we ended up playing our full suite of pigs here. And unfortunately, we lose a 50-50 at the end, and they managed to take all of our pig gold. Also, that's made me do this, so shout out to them, frequenter of my stream. And yeah. Yeah, all around good person from what I know. and good player, of course. Good Storybook Brawl player. So we got the Cindy quest first, looking for potentially a fairy tale, but we found magic runes, which we decided to take. So we get a level 3 treasure out of our Poly here. So we got an 11/11 Poly on 4.0, which should be able to slay on an average board. I think 10 power is usually where you want to be to start to kind of have consistency with your slays on 4.0. So yeah, 11 should do the trick, but I mean, there's obviously exceptions. People can just buy soul tax and have like happy little trees and whatnot. So it's better safe than sorry, anyways. And in that spirit, we're gonna buy this Burning Palm and throw it onto the Poly, and we're gonna sell and cast this Genie's Wish, which turns into a 4 glory, and I feel pretty confident that we can win, especially since this Loki board is honestly pretty weak. And yeah, our Poly Slay survives and turns into a Golden Lance and immediately completes the quest. So we've got a level 5 treasure coming here. which is fantastic, of course. And yeah, we got Hand of Midas, Drax Saber, and Evil Eye, and I think we're so far ahead that we can actually afford to take this Evil Eye just as a speculation. We can pick up like River Wish Mermaid this turn, or like Lady of the Lake or something, which would give us a ton of stats, and then hopefully we hit like Baba Yaga next turn. And yeah, buying these or grabbing these two things out of the shop does not trigger Fancy Pants because they were from the Ogre Princess as well as the Four Glory. So that's why I picked up the chicken and hippo first before trying to get the Fancy Pants. We can't triple our 3s anymore because we want to get like a 6 or a 7 at least out of this treasure map that we just picked up out of this Ogre Princess triple that I kind of glossed over. We see a TLK, and I mean, I think we just gotta fire off the TLK onto our lands, and we get an Empress P, another piece that's still incredible for Slay. And yeah, we're just gonna finish the turn with an experience spell here. Unfortunately, we didn't find any supports to go with this Empress P, which would have been really nice because we kind of cut our turn short after taking the experience. And yeah, unfortunately for us, we are gonna end this up in a tie, so we're not gonna get the extra experience, and we're also gonna give away some pig gold. So not exactly ideal, but I mean, we're so far ahead that we're bound to give away some value with this pig. Or we've gotten so much out of this pig, it's about time we gave back, I suppose. All right, now we're just on the hunt for supports at this point with this Golden Empress P. It's level 5. We're there a turn early. There's a Baba Yaga, which we are going to take, and we're also going to be able to support our Ogre Princess, which is going to allow us to get a bunch more level 5s. Which should vastly increase our odds of getting this treasure map done pretty quickly here. Get a ton of stats onto our Baba there from the Empress P, and yeah, our pig survives with 1 toughness, which is great. We get a Nian and an Aeon and a Baby Bear out of our Ogre Princess, which we do get 3 level 5 characters because of course we got Evil Eye with the single Baba support. Yeah, we go for a Mix-a-Wizzle and then just get a free coin there. We get a second Aeon. We have Crystal Ball, so of course we want a triple Aeon, but we also find another Nian, and that gets us a level 7 treasure. And yeah, it's pretty easy choice here. It's Holy Grail. I mean, Excalibur is kind of cute too because you can kind of accelerate the lobby with Excalibur, but I mean, we're going into 5.2 next turn, so all we need to do is buy 1 experience spell at some point, and then we can start buying things on level 6. It will shorten our level 6 timer. Just because we have to spend time looking for 5s or for experience, but I think it's worth it. Unfortunately, they take out our River Wish that we picked up that we had supporting the Empress P. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And yeah, fortunately for us, our breakpoints are good enough because I actually did make a pretty big mistake there, not playing the Nian over the second Banepire. I played a 4/4 over 23/23 there. But we didn't lose the combat, so fortunately we didn't get punished by it. Yeah, we're just gonna cast the end here. Like, it takes us to level 6, and now we can start looking for things. And then we TLK our Aeon into a Golden Burnbeard, then we pick up another Burnbeard and we just Knighthood it because we can cast all the Knighthoods we want. We have unlimited gold and Crystal Ball, which is pretty incredible. So yeah, now we just need to find some Ashwoods and we can move into trees. Like we could have gone into Slay here, but missing that first Slay with Empress P makes me not want to like super focus on it. We are picking up Babas if we can find them. Unfortunately, we only find 1 though. And you can see people in chat kind of lamenting the fact that I'm skipping over Babas, or skipping over Yorms, but yeah. At this point, like I'm not like fully committed to going into Slay, even though like we have some really good Slay treasures. We picked up the Horn as well, but I mean we got these 2 Golden Burnbeards. We got an Ashwood at the end of the turn. I mean, how do we turn down trees? It's just that instant value. Whereas like we still need to put together some pieces for Slay, and we need to get our hits. And Slay is a little bit more scammable, especially when you're just getting it going. So I'd rather just go with the safe pick, even though if it's a little bit more boring. I think it's still correct to just pivot into trees here when we've got all these pieces already. There's another Empress P, and also, I mean, of course, we're going to take the Green Knight. The Green Knight is fantastic here, especially since we have the Horn plus Evil Eye. That's going to make our our Ashwoods even better. It's like kind of tempting to keep playing the Ogre Princess just because we get so many units out of it if it slays with the Evil Eye, but eventually we decide to cut it. We're definitely gonna play the Herc here. We cast a Genie's Wish, which dealt us 2 damage. A little bit unfortunate, but we're still at 40 thanks to the end from gaining some life earlier. Unfortunately, it's not quite a flawless victory, but I mean, it's pretty close to it, I guess. If it seems like we're gonna end the lobby at 40 anyhow, but I mean, we still have 4 opponents to deal with, so I shouldn't get too ahead of myself here. All right, so now we're just on the hunt for more trees. There's another Green Knight, which I'm happy to take with the Horn and Eye. Also, Herc on exactly one quest progress away, which is a little bit silly. You don't often see that counter at 1, I would say. So it's kind of fun. Looks like Bear has gone to Royals. They've got an Ambrosiad King Arthur, plus they've got their Court Wizards scaling with Ivory Owl here. And fortunately for us, we're much stronger than them. I mean, we Holy Grailed, so like, what are you gonna do there? But big shout out to that Bear that sent us on the path to to victory after allowing us to get that Poly Slay, as well as the 1 extra gold on turn 2 there. We're gonna get a Pandora's Box. We're out of the Horn and Evil Eye now. We just don't need it for trees anymore. I mean, like Ivory Owl plus Phoenix or plus Pandora's Box just have way higher upsides. And we're still gonna be playing the Empress P though. We're not gonna play the Ogre Princess, which is fortunate because I don't know if it necessarily slays here. Opponent is World Tree. Also, yeah, again, shout out to Made Me Do This. Again, frequenter of the stream, and yeah. Good Storybook Brawl player anyhow. Unfortunately for them, we get some really good hits here. I think they had a really good chance to scam us and stay alive, and they throw up the GG, so GG Made Me Do This, and we get Black Prism out of our Pandora's Box. Not exactly the greatest compliment to this board. There is the Baba Triple, which we are not going to take. We just don't need to invest in that. There's a couple level 5s that would be okay to take. Like, we could use an Ambrosia, potentially. I considered using the Shard. Chat wanted me to Shard real bad, but honestly, maybe in hindsight, I maybe should have done it. We're so far ahead, I probably could have. And honestly, most of the stuff that came back would have been trees anyways. So we still probably would have been able to be trees, with just we would have had a couple pumpkins as well to go with them. But we do end up with a Beauty's Influence instead. Just increases the toughness of everything on our board, and I mean, it turns everything good, which doesn't really matter, but just +4 toughness to everything. Not exactly the most exciting use of Black Prism, but alright. We're against a full scam board here, and yeah, they get some pretty good hits to start. They take out a couple things with Medusa. We don't get any Empress P stats, which is definitely relevant. And the way it works out, they get to steal our Ashwood, which is pretty large, with their Southern Siren, just because of the way the breakpoint worked out. Fortunately, they don't have any really guaranteed scam. I mean, they get a Pigamorph out of their monster book, but it's not enough because it goes on the least relevant unit on my backline there, and they just don't have the stats to clean up our Burnbeard or Green Knight. But yeah, like I said, this was kind of a wild high roll, just getting the pig economy going so early. Also, a couple people said hello YouTube there, so shout out to them. Specifically TT, and I believe your boy said it, but I think that's after I made the cut. So, but yeah, Twitch says hello, anyways. But yeah, again, this was a wild one. I mean, we just kind of we got out ahead early, and we just ran away with it. We got a Grail, as well as all that early econ, and just tried to make the most use of all the extra gold we had, and yeah, came away with the victory, a pretty decisive victory. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff that helps the algorithm. I would very much appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, if you want to catch these games live, my Twitch will be in the description as well as in the pinned comment, so I would love to see you over there. And yeah, I think that's it. So with all that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. and I will see you tomorrow.